Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to remote learning. We are going to start with the first lesson of the first week for the grade 4 remote learning. Boys and girls, we have already gone through these pages. This is page number 1 from your skill book. Here we are going to revise whatever we have done before in our physical classes. So let's start with the first lesson. This is lesson number 1, the Earth in space. This page number 1 is showing you the difficult words along with their meanings. Let's revise. The first one is the sphere, meaning a round solid figure. Second, planets, an extremely large mass of rock that rotates around the sun. Number 3 is astronauts, a person trained to travel in the spacecraft. Number 4, probes, unnamed exploratory spacecraft. Number 5, satellites, artificial body placed in an orbit around the Earth to collect information for communication. Number 6, universe, all existing matter and space considered as a whole. Number 7 is imaginary. Meanings are existing only in the imagination. Number 8 is orbit, the path of the planet. Number 9 is signals, gestures, actions, or sound to convey information. Let's turn the page. Here is page number 2 of your skill book. The topmost word is equator, an imaginary line through the middle of the earth. Number 11, revolution, the path of a planet round another space body. Now let's start with the question and answers. The first question is, describe the shape of the earth. What is the shape called? The answer is, the earth has a round shape like a ball. This is called a sphere. Question number 2, explain the difference between rotation and revolution. Rotation is the spinning of the earth on its axis, and the earth's movement around the sun is called revolution. Now let's start with the page number 3 of your skill book. The question here is, how are seasons caused? Boys and girls, I am just reminding you once again, we have already gone through the explanation of all these topics which are covered under these questions. But here is a little revision for you. So the answer is, seasons are caused by the earth's revolution round the sun and the tilt of its axis. Number 4, where on the earth's surface is the sun hottest throughout the year? The answer is, places that are close to the equator are hot throughout the year. Question number 5 is, how day and night occurred? The answer is, day and night occur by the rotation of the earth on its axis. So here is the 5th question. Let's turn the page. Another important topic about solstice and equinox. The question is, explain what is meant by the term solstice and equinox. The answer is, solstice, each of the 2 times in the year at midsummer and midwinter when the sun reaches at the highest and the lowest points in the sky. marked by the length of the shortest days on 21st June and longest days. The longest day and shortest days. Longest day is on 21st June and the shortest one is on 21st of December. Equinox, the two times in the year when the day and night are of equal length. So here was the solstice and equinox. Now here is a cross match of columns. Let's revise it. Astronaut, a person who is trained to travel in the spacecraft. Revolution, a circular movement around another object. Orbit, the path of the planet. Axis, an imaginary line through the center of the earth. Hemisphere, half of the earth. Equinox, when days and nights are of equal length. Now here is the diagram which you have to label. Here is the North Pole. This is South Pole. The central one is axis. The line passing through the center of this whole area of the earth, that is equator. Then there is northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. So boys and girls, this was the page number 8 of your skill book. We have done it in the class. We have discussed all these topics covered under these questions in detail. What you have to do, just go through these pages once again, learn them, revise them and practice them also. After that, try to fill the worksheet which is attached in your homework and then submit it in the Google Classroom. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.